from the Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce, the one and only Andy Gipson. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Paul. Great to be here today.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
We got something tonight, I guess. That's going to be over there, too. Is that general public or is that something else?
That's a dinner just for the board and for guests.
Awesome.
We're having a kickoff dinner, and it's the first ever Mississippi Ag and Outdoor Expo, and we are excited about it. I believe this will be right up there with the rodeo and with the state fair in terms of our participation. It's got a lot of potential to be it already will be the biggest wildlife show in Mississippi, happening starting Friday at noon.
I have a question, because I used to go many years ago to the Gin Show in Memphis, and they did this a long time ago because bringing agriculture in with it. Why did it take so long? Because this is an idea that should have happened a long time ago.
Well, I don't know why it took so long. I think it just was a matter, it was the right time.
Plus, you didn't have the facilities.
We didn't have the trademark was getting completed. We have our cooking team put back together now. We'll be cooking some good Mississippi products, from beef to chicken to some country-pleasing sausage.
This is at the expo itself?
That's right. We're going to have all kinds of seafood, good food. So it's coming together at the right time. It's something we want to do at the Department of Agriculture. And, of course, the Foundation for Wildlife Fisheries and Parks are our local homegrown folks here that support wildlife all over the state. And this is all for that good cause. And well, part of this, we're going to have the statewide Ames tournament, the fastest growing sport in Mississippi. It's going to be held at the Equine Center.
Ames stands for what? Ames.
Archery in schools. Archery's in schools.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So it's an archery program. We'll have the statewide competition.
Where is it going to be held?
In the Kirk Fordyce Equine Center. Of course, the foundation sponsors that. And really a lot of this is geared toward getting more young people back connected to wildlife, hunting and fishing, and the great outdoors.
All right, let me talk about this. What's the age limit of this? Boys and girls? Are these the ones already in this in schools somewhere?
Yeah, that's right. There's like 600 schools that participate in this.
I didn't realize that many.
It is the fastest growing sport.
High school only?
No, it's middle schools, and they are. And there's a high school component as well, but they'll be there again competing. I think Saturday is the big day for that. But the expo itself kicks off Friday at noon, and kids get in free. Every day of the expo, kids under 5 get in free. Mm-hmm. Kids under 15 are $6, and for the adults, it's $12 to get in. I walked through the show yesterday. It's coming together. It's truly going to be the biggest wildlife and outdoor show we've ever had.
Is you got all the booths? Most of the booths gone?
Yeah, all the booths are gone. We've got over 300 booths inside the Trade Mart. We've got tractors in there. We've got plenty of room to social distance and hang out and shop and buy things. People, This is the time to gear up for the hunting season coming up. A lot of fishing gear will be there. We have stuff from 3 different countries and from 16 states that'll be there inside the brand new Mississippi Trade Mart.
Now, what's in the Coliseum itself? Anything?
Yeah, well, we are actually setting up for the concert. We've got, as you mentioned, Adam Doliak will be in concert from Hattiesburg. We got a couple of homegrown Mississippi artists that'll be there. Hannah Everhart, that was on your show yesterday, American Idol contestant. She'll be there singing.
She's something else.
She is. Now, she'll tell it like it is.
Oh, man.
If you don't want to know the truth, don't ask her.
No, I picked up on that. She is very frank.
She's down to the point.
It's kind of weird because yesterday I was coming in trying to find a word to describe her, and I was just doing it all extemporaneous, and Perez was trying to keep me out of trouble. I just said she was a package, man.
She is. So she'll be there in concert. That starts at 6 o'clock on Saturday inside the Coliseum, brand new, renovated Coliseum. And then headliners there, Tyler Farr and Corey Smith will be in concert. Tyler, you may, our outdoor enthusiasts out there know, he's one of the buck commanders on the Buck Commander Duck Dynasty
show. I didn't know that.
That's right. But he's a performer, singer.
How about that?
But he's also into the great outdoors, so he'll be performing there Saturday at 6 p.m. And I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be 3 days of everything you want to experience about ag, outdoor hunting and fishing in Mississippi. The best place to hunt and fish and get out in God's beautiful creation.
Well, for the winner yesterday, was it Bob Perez? I forgot who it was that won the tickets yesterday.
Scott Russell.
Scott's in South Haven. I'm sorry, in Brookhaven. And let Scott know also when he does, he's going to get tickets to the concert as well. So we're going to give 2 tickets out again today. To one person, they'll get the 2 tickets to the expo and 2 tickets to the concert.
Great.
And again, we'll do that tomorrow. So we'll have those tickets coming up a little bit later on this morning. What time does it start? What time will the gates open as far as Friday's concerned?
High noon on Friday, and we're really expecting a good crowd. We want people to know that we got plenty of parking. Come on down, have a good time. You know, we're used to hosting big events, successfully large events like this, and we have stuff both on the inside and on the outside. We're going to be cooking good food. We've relaunched the Genuine Mississippi Ag Department cooking team. We'll be debuting some cooking there, be smoking some brisket and cooking fried chicken. And
is that going to be for sale?
It's for sale. It's for sale. Well, we might give some samples away, but we want you to come by it. You got to eat. And also country pleasing sausage and some seafood cooking all over the place. It's going to be fantastic.
Do not eat before you come.
Eat when you come. You're going to eat good.
The concert starts at what time? 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock on Saturday. 6 o'clock on Saturday. Hannah will be first up.
She said that. I asked her how long she's going to go. She's got a 40-minute pack ready to go. Concert.
You know, one thing we want to do with this is the Ag Department's all about genuine Mississippi. We want to support genuine Mississippi products, services, and people, our most important asset. And so I want to invite everybody to come out to support Hannah and Adam Doliak, 2 Mississippi artists, up-and-coming artists with some big hits on the way.
I did not realize how big of a deal Adam was from Hattiesburg. Also Hardy from Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are just...
They're great.
They songwriting and performing, they are big names in Nashville.
We had Hardy at the Dixie National Rodeo 2 years ago, had a sellout night that night. Fantastic.
And a guy that I love, and he was at the Neshoba County Fair a couple of years ago, is Corey Smith.
Yeah, he'll be there Saturday at 6 o'clock. Great. I mean, if you want to come to the expo, walk around, have a great day Saturday, and then wind it up with a fantastic concert and some just good energy, you come on out to the Ag and Outdoor Expo.
Indoor and outdoor.
Indoor and outdoor.
Is some of the ag equipment already there, ready to go?
Yeah, it's there. I saw we had tractors setting up. Now, I got to tell you, this is the year for the pandemic, and you can't hardly buy equipment right now. There's shortages nationwide. It's tough. But we have some great vendors there. They've set up the equipment there. You can see it. You can experience it, and we're really proud of that. They tell me the backlogs from vehicle microchips and other equipment parts around the world, that's going to hopefully clear up sometime next year. But it's a tough time to buy equipment. But we do have equipment, and lots of it at the Ag and Outdoor
Same thing,
Expo.
Andy, for cars, because there were some dealers that I've heard of just telling people, look, we're not going out of business. We just can't get the cars now because of these microchips. And a lot of them were in the small communities that didn't get the preferential treatment.
Well, let me give you a real-life example. I had 18 months on a contract to get a couple of pickup trucks for our ag theft division, and our trucks their transmissions are going out, and folks are out in the field trying to solve crimes and recover tractors, and we needed some trucks. 18 months that we couldn't get them, and they finally told us it's going to be another 12 to 18 months before they can even start making them because of this shortage of microchips around the world. And
they're all coming from China?
Yes, most of them are China. It's a creation of our own making, letting that happen. Somebody needs to put a microchip factory in America somewhere.
But you would think that would be job number one, wouldn't you?
That's right. Now, there is some, they tell me they're starting to build trucks again, cars again. But if you go to any dealerships, you're going to see the lots are practically empty out there. Chevy is the official sponsor of the Ag and Outdoor Expo.
Your Chevy truck is looking good.
Yeah, well, that's right.
The Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio said yesterday, it ties into this, that China has weaponized America's own corporate lust for profits against us. In a Senate Intelligence Committee hearing, Rubio said, it's time to wake up. Look at corporate America's reliance on the Chinese Communist Party. The U.S. corporations are so desperate to have access to Chinese markets that they'll lead costly boycotts in an American state that passes a law that they don't like.
That's right. And it even affects our food. Did you know we have a pork shortage right now in America, and prices are high because the U.S. Department of Justice approved China buying Smithfield Farms, and they shut down half of the farms last year. We got to get back American-made, Mississippi-made, take care of ourselves.
I want to talk more about the agriculture itself, and we'll go into some other things with the Commissioner of Agriculture Andy Gipson in a moment or two, but I think it was earlier this week I read a story of some of the things that China has been investing in corporate America. I mean, the financial markets, media, it is scary what they own at this particular time, above and beyond real estate. So we'll talk more about that coming up. With July the 1st, we had new rules and regulations coming in from some of the laws from the 2021. Anything that affected the Agriculture Department?
Well, yeah, we actually made permanent the fairgrounds becoming a division of the Department of Agriculture and Commerce. Mm-hmm. So it's no longer a separate agency that used to be run by a commission. It's under our jurisdiction, and we have been taking that opportunity to really try to clean things up over here, including, we had the rodeo in February when we lost water in the ice storm and all. Yeah. Had 10,000 people in the Coliseum and no way to flush the commodes. No water. That's a problem. That's a crisis. So we have been working since then.
You're preaching to the choir.
Amen. That's right. If anybody that was there knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, well. So we've been putting down a water well. We went 750 feet down to get good water.
You're not hitting any hot water, are you?
No, not hitting a volcano either. We everybody keeps asking about that. Yes. I think that volcano is way, way down deeper than we're going, but we hit our first water yesterday, and we'll be putting the pump in today.
How deep was it?
750 feet.
750.
Yeah, we can go twice that deep if we need to, but we'll be pumping it and testing it the next few days. And my goal is by October 1st, we'll turn on fresh, deep well water to the state fair, and we'll have fresh water that won't be subject to an EPA order or problems that we've seen. Yeah.
Has that water been tested?
We're testing it right now.
Yeah. As far as drinkability?
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking really good.
We had well water on the farm, and it just tasted different. It got a lot of iron in it.
Yeah,
but boy, it's cold and good.
It's fresh. It's absolutely fresh. So that's something new that's been happening. We've had a lot of involvement in workforce development, trying to get more young people involved in agriculture. We've started an internship program at the Department of Ag. We want young people to come in, experience the job opportunities in agriculture, expose them to private industry, and hopefully get them on a career path to stay in Mississippi.
Well, it's one of the things, too, like anything else, they need to know what the areas are. Because a lot of them they never even thought about.
There's a whole lot they've never thought about. From our Bureau of Plant Industry up in Starkville, we have an office on the campus of Mississippi State, a metrology lab where we test weights and measures for all the companies that sell anything by weight in Mississippi. And, there's just a whole lot of opportunities out there.
What are you? What's the Ag Department's update as far as gasoline's concerned and monitoring these tanks? Because we got some information that there's a lot of water in the tanks, and some people have found. Or do you have enough manpower to keep doing that?
We test those pumps and the tanks once a year. And when we have information about a problem, we go immediately out to test it. And we recently got a report that there was water in the tank, and we went out and we slapped a stop sale on it till they fixed it. So we're constantly watching that. But on our routine, our folks are out there in the field. Mm-hmm. We have 57,000 devices that they test every year, 57,000 fuel pump devices, and both for quality and quantity. We send those fuel samples to the chem lab up at Mississippi State. They test them. And we have a very, very low tolerance of anything besides fuel in those tanks, about a fraction. And if it's even close to that, we will require them to remedy it immediately.
You don't hear much about ethanol anymore because it's one of those things I guess we've become accustomed to.
It's practically in every fuel tank in Mississippi. There's some you can get no ethanol fuel, but there are not many left.
Let me ask you this. Why the confusion this year on the extravaganza? What's the story on that one? Because I cannot tell you how many people we've talked to, and just because they were both back to back.
Well, yeah, they obviously made a decision to have a show over in the new location over there, and we wish them well. They had a little issue a couple of years ago, and it was a problem for that show. But no hard feelings there. They went on. They have their own show. We're going to have this combination of Ag and Outdoor Expo, and I believe
was yours set the same time theirs was? In other words, who did you guys coordinate that, or?
Well, actually, we had like 4 different groups trying to rent the fairgrounds for the same date, the first weekend of August. We took proposals from all of them, and the Foundation for Mississippi Wildlife Fisheries and Parks, had the best proposal because they rented the whole campus, and they committed to involve agriculture as part of it. So that's the reason the fairgrounds exist. We actually had a special board meeting to talk about that at that time, the Fair Commission. And because it's promoting agriculture and because they rented the entire complex, it's that big of a show. It just made the best sense to do it. And I think it's going to be up there, like I said. It could be our third trademark event as far as the state fair, the largest rodeo east of Mississippi, and now the largest wildlife show in Mississippi.
So what I hear you saying is next year's going to be at the same time, regardless of what else happens around it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. The 2021 Foundation Big Buck Contest, that's going to be a big part of it, too?
Huge. I saw the board yesterday.
They're already set up?
They're coming in. People are setting them up. We're going to have a contest. That wall is going to be filled with some of the prettiest taxidermy you've ever seen.
Winners in each category will receive a custom-made plaque, and it's going to be a nice one.
It is. It's good. And, the Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks is going to be there. We've got wildlife biologists that are going to be on site, land management experts to help folks learn how to manage their property better.
Let's talk about some things for kids, too, before we run out of time here, because you got a lot of things integrated in this for younger people.
We're delighted that the Mississippi Loggers Association is bringing in the Axe Women Loggers of Maine. And, I've never seen them in action, but I've heard this is a great show for the family to watch. These are women with axes, and David Livingston hauled a bunch of logs up we'll have on display for them to do the work on. We've got the Fetch and Fish Dog Show, as always. It's a great program that kids love to enjoy. We've got, as I said, good food. We've got all kind of entertainment here for them.
Yep.
And it's a family-friendly event.
Where's that going to be held?
It's all going to be set up outside, out back of the trademark.
In the back of the trademark. Yeah. Just for all of our southern gentlemen and bubbas out there, understand that these are from Maine, these women. Yeah. Some of them might be single, but they may not have the humor that you have as far as Bubba in Mississippi. So they're wielding axes.
They'll all be holding
axes.
Yeah, and maybe chainsaws too. But look, we're excited about this. It's a way to promote agriculture on the fairgrounds, which is our mission, at the same time as we support, really the ultimate goal involving more people in the wildlife outdoors.
Is this the first? This is the first big event since the opening of the trademark, isn't it? Is it?
It really is.
So you're going to be put to a test on this one.
We had Mistletoe Marketplace last November, and it was in the trademark, and like this show, and in the Coliseum. So it was a great show back then. We learned some things then, and we put those into place. And one thing we learned is that we want to have more. We want to have plenty of good food options for folks.
Got it.
And we're going to have it.
People who haven't been to the Coliseum for a while, they're going to see some refurbished Coliseum too. Or is it,
all new, refurbished, new soundboards, new paint, new floors, new lighting. No more buzz. It's like new.
Oh God! We remember Perez. We had that event in there, and the buzz was just so loud.
Oh God! Yes,
it was affecting everything. And I remember you were there saying we got to take care of this, and that's been done.
We did.
So, final thoughts.
Well, I want to invite you out. I'll be there myself Friday at noon. Come see us. Walk through the show. Friday's a great day to get the kids exposed to this and bring them in and experience some of the outdoors, and then spend the weekend with us. Come Saturday and enjoy the concert. And, of course, we'll wrap it up Sunday at 7 p.m. But it's going to be a great show.
Weather is going to be delightful.
Perfect.
I mean, it's next week it's going to be back up to the mid-90s, so we could squeeze in a good day on Saturday. And certainly at nighttime it's going to be relatively nice.
A little touch of fall right now this morning, I noticed, but it's going to be fantastic.
Don't get too used to it.
Don't get used to it.
It's going to get hot. It's going to get hot.
The other part of this is the fact that you can spend a lot of time with the kids there, and they'll enjoy it. You got places to rest, places to eat, restroom facilities. And then when the concert opens, and I guess the gates open, as you said, around 6 o'clock or a little earlier than that.
Earlier than that,
you're going to enjoy that.
Enjoy it. Yeah, it's all in one location. It's convenient. It's all air conditioned inside. You're going to have a great time.
Final question here: is the book look like it's filling up for future events there? Or is it you're in demand now after COVID, or hopefully we get this second thing taken care of?
The truth is, we're booking more events now than we ever had because of the new trademark.
That's what I wanted to hear.
That's it.
Commissioner, it's always good seeing you, sir.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me. I look forward to